But I think one of the crucial things that we often forget is this kind of internal engine of, it should be the internal driver that kind of not just fulfill the meanings that we for our lives, but that it, because you create your own meanings, you create your own life, you know? Because a lot of the times I think we're guilty of, many of us is guilty of being passive in terms of we're just receiving information from the wider world. It's like, oh, see what's on the news. Oh, this is happening. Or you just receive it passively. You're not thinking about it. You're not thinking about the correlations, the relationships, and sort of the what that means to you, right? Kind of like what can you use that information and kind of derive something out of it, and that can direct your own trajectory. I think a lot of the time we're just like, oh, what's popular? Oh, people like this. Oh, I'm gonna follow this thing. I'm gonna do this because other people are doing it too. It's this constantly sort of comparing yourself to other people, and you're not even thinking about your own what your own meaning is. You're like, oh, other people derive meaning for you, you know? Like I think that's the problem with these days is like I think all of us are guilty of just being lazy mentally. Just like, oh, we're just gonna passively receive all this information without interpreting it.
Yeah, without making your own meaning.
Right. Because that process takes power, it takes energy, it takes effort and intention to do, to formulate an entire kind of line of basically it's almost like a line of code you're writing. You know, you have to actively write it to let it make sense for you, and not just be like, this is how propaganda gets people, because people don't when people don't think, you drink the Kool-Aid because it's always there. That's the purpose. That in the news, in the whatever is going on, there's just constantly propaganda, constant propaganda. Somebody is projecting this willingly. They have a goal in mind, what they're trying to do when they do these things, you know. And when you, the guinea pig, when you just receive this passively, you're like, yeah, yeah, I agree, because it's there all the time, and then eventually, like, you just subconsciously agree with it without questioning. This is why people get riled up for certain things. This is why riot happens or whatever it is, right? It's this thing that gets political because of all these things. And then people have these, I don't know, if you see all these things that happen in the real world, it's crazy how that line of thinking could become, and you have all those individuals regurgitating the narrative, right? So, I mean, in this new world, like, we need to start interpreting for ourselves. Now, of course, the danger of it is misinterpretation, and also kind of you also have to have a humble disposition that you might be wrong. I think the problem, a lot of it is like people. Okay, when you say, "Oh, I should have my own sense of meaning and stuff like that," but that doesn't mean. It does not mean that you will be like, I'm the only one that's right and everybody's wrong. You cannot have that kind of mentality, because you are not. You can be wrong. There are many things that you can be wrong at. It is your interpretation, but the world is much more complex than we think. So you have to have the disposition that you will see, right? With more information, I interpret it, and you kind of be constantly readjusting your directives. Things do change, right? So you have to be kind of flexible in a way that, okay, I could be wrong, but I still need to interpret for myself what it means for me, you know? So I know this kind of long-winded, but this is kind of the thing I
This
do
is
want to
what
say
happens
about
when you start thinking about jiu-jitsu.
it's this, yeah.
It's just the entrance to
And what
life
we're saying
lessons that
here,
are.
and you see what we're saying here, the meta part of it is that even as something as Jiu-Jitsu, this movie, can give you deep meaning, it's really
See,
depending
this is
on
why I
how
wanted to
you
talk about it. It's very meaningful.
see. I didn't know you were gonna bring that
I don't
up.
know. I don't know why
You
you were
know,
laughing so hard at the beginning.
come on, it's part of the
It was the
fun.
perfect segue.
It's a perfect segue, yeah. Because
You
I'm
want to
sure
talk about meaning? That's meaning.
lots of people are gonna be like, "What the hell is this? These guys on about?
What
Dude,
are
what
they? What are they
what
on?
the what the fuck?"
What are they talking about?
But that's it.
What?
If you watch this far, then you understand. Okay, this is something that
Yeah.
we're arriving at. You know, it's not.
Hopefully you're understanding what's happening here.